All right, welcome to Fresh Lava Productions. I am Brian. Today is a very special, super duper special broadcast for the zodiac sign of Libra. This is a general tarot reading for Libra. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I love me some Libras. Fine people, salt of the earth. I want to stop using the term shout out and go to something a little bit less overused. Honorable mention to some very special Libras in my life. First and foremost, my niece Rachel. I love you, baby doll. My good buddy Nick. Of course, myself. I have 6 Libras in my chart, so honorable mention to me. And my new friend Roxanne. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back to pay me some more attention. I loves it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you find some messages that you need to hear. Above all else, I hope you are entertained. And who wouldn't be entertained listening to this guy with 2 thumbs right here? This is Walter. He's very pleased to meet you, and he will be bogarting at least 30% of the tarot table during this reading, apparently. So, we're going to go ahead and get this crack-a-lackin' and build your pyramid, Libras. Libra, Libra, Libra. Your zodiac symbol is the scales. You have an unparalleled ability to stay balanced. Fear and doubt are the 2 things that can throw you off balance. Your scales, try not to get one side or the other too weighted down, because that's when you kind of lose your center point. Other than that, you really, of all of the zodiac signs, the Libra has the unparalleled ability, to stay balanced if you know what it is that you need to do. So, we're going to go ahead and build your pyramid. Did a video yesterday, doing a video today. It's got to be some kind of a record. Have any of you seen Ace Ventura Part 2? He's letting the slinky go down the steps, and there's got to be thousands of steps, but as the slinky's going down, this has got to be some kind of a record! That's how I feel doing a video more than one day in a row. Oh. Alright. Alright, Libra, let's see what the cards have to say. Your foundation has been laid. That didn't sound too dirty. Yeah, a card come out there already. That will be your first Heartstone. Interesting, the World card. Right. There are your Heartstones. We'll move on to your mind. Got your foundation, where you are, and where you've been. Thank you, Walter. Got your heart. What's on your heart? Hope you are all doing well in the midst of all of this madness taking place all over the world. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves. I can tell you from experience, it's very important to take care of yourself. I haven't always done the best job of that, but you know, I woke up today feeling that I was in rare form. I feel great today. That's been something of a rarity for me as of late. But like I would preach to anyone, stop worrying about things that you can't control. Focus on what you have to be grateful for, and set your gaze upon the future and all of the good that you have left to do in this world. I mentioned my niece Rachel at the beginning of the video, and we almost lost her about 10 years ago. She had a wicked bad upper respiratory infection. She was in the pediatric intensive care unit in a Columbia hospital, and we almost lost her, but we didn't. To me and like-minded individuals, that can only say one thing: her purpose has not yet been served. And that goes for all of us here in this human experience. If you're still here, your purpose has yet to be served, which is not, of course, to say that you're not serving your purpose presently, but if you're still here, your purpose has not been served, and you still have time to get that done. I fully intend to spend the rest of my time in this meat sack serving my purpose. It's not been the case lately and for a long time, but every day that goes by, you live and you learn, and I fully intend to spend the rest of this life serving my purpose and serving you all. And I'm trying to make these readings a little bit more streamlined, talk a little bit less about me, although I know you all love hearing about me. I know I certainly love to hear myself talk. But if you're not aware of your purpose yet, do some meditation, look around you, be aware, cast aside all the propaganda, cast aside all the fear, cast aside all the doubt. Your purpose will be made clear to you if it hasn't already. Belly scratch. Belly scratch. Ow! 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 Don't bite me. He's a warrior, this guy. Anyway, Libra, we'll go ahead and reveal your pyramid. Yep. All right. All right. Interesting cards. So, at your foundation, Libra, we have the Lovers. That's Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. Next to that, we have the Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. The Three of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. And the Knight of Earth, or the Knight of Pentacles in traditional tarot. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel is always close by. So that's your foundation. Right away, take away from that, a lot of you Libras watching this video, God bless you. You are in a long-term committed relationship with somebody that you are deeply in love with. Next to that is Six of Water, Six of Cups, number 6 being a number of balance in numerology, cups representing emotion, emotionally balanced as far as your relationship is concerned. It's just fantastic. The overall energy, before I even go any further, this whole reading already is just thumping love, love, love. A lot of you are going back into your memory banks and making withdrawals. I would recommend researching Stoicism if you haven't already. It's important to remember the past, but it's also important to detach yourself emotionally from it if those memories carry negative connotations with them. Go back to your bad memories, remember them, but eliminate the negative emotions attached to them and really peer into what there is that you can learn from all the mistakes that you've made. And we all have made our fair share of mistakes. 3 of Fire, this is great. You're in a position right now where you are ready to receive abundance. Things are looking up. Have patience. Things don't happen overnight. If you haven't researched universal law, the Hermetic principles, the law of vibration, anything you say, think, feel, do, all send out vibrations into this ether that we're all wrapped up in, this hologram, this holographic projection. Realize, and if you're not a Leo and don't have Leo in your chart somewhere, which I suspect some of you do because your center mind stone is a strength card, if you don't have much Leo in your chart, God bless you, because patience is going to be an easier thing for you than it would be for somebody with a Leo sun sign like myself. But good things, great things are coming your way. The Knight of Earth, one of the slowest moving knights, Earth, while is always a solid foundation, is also very slow moving. They're building the pyramids slowly, but once the pyramid is built, it will be unshakable and unbreakable, just like the pyramids in Egypt. Some of you have something in your mind, you have an idea, something that you want to accomplish, but Libras, like Geminis, tend to be a little bit scatterbrained and can think of so many things at one time that you don't put enough of your energy into the one thing that you know is the top priority. So just keep that in mind. So we'll move up to your heartstones. We have the 5 of Swords in your center. The number 5 in numerology is a number of change. It's a number of challenge. It's a number of conflict. Some of you are definitely conflicted, but some of you are wise enough to see that this conflict can be transmuted using mental alchemy into a challenge. If you look at it as a challenge instead of a conflict, you're going to be much better off, because challenges can be overcome. It's a little bit more difficult to resolve a conflict than it is to face a challenge. Some say it is so. On either side of your 5 of Swords center heartstone, you have the World card. That's fantastic. You've reached the end. You've reached the completion of a cycle. For some of you, that's talking specifically about your romantic relationships. There was a period of worry about not having the ability to move forward, because above that is the Chariot in reverse. But the World card is indicating to me right now that whatever it is that you've had in your heart that you've worried about, perhaps a conflict for so long, you can let that go now. It's time to let that go now. Cut the strings. On the other side, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ace of Swords, the number 1 is a new beginning. The number 1 is the number of creation. Swords talk about air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That's you. But it's in reverse. So that being above the Abundance card and the Time to Buckle Down card, in your heart, you're not necessarily feeling as if it's time to let that go. But I promise you, based on the reading here, it is. In your mind, center card, front and center. Some of you, the number 1 thing on your mind is a Leo, and that's not surprising. We're often the number 1 thing on a lot of people's minds. But strength. You have the mental strength when you are centered, and that is one of your many superpowers, Libra. You have the ability to stay centered and be mentally strong. Now, you do have the Chariot in reverse over here. More often than not, your mind stones and my readings come out to be things that you're worried about. And here again, on the other side of your mind, we have the 5 of Swords, just like in the center of your heart. Challenge, conflict, change. Some of you are changing your mind. And you know what? That's actually really, really good. One side of your brain says, I'm stagnant. I don't know if I can move forward. I'm worried about what will happen when I move forward with the thing that I'm thinking about right now. But the other side, in being next to the strength card, you have the strength to let that shit go, pardon me, and you can change your mind. It's okay to change your mind. Air, I won't say more so than water signs, but air signs, you have the distinct ability to change just as the wind changes directions. So whoever it is of you out there that are worried about moving forward and changing your mind, don't. You are strong. Let me see. Any other messages coming through? Yeah, some of you are emotionally balanced or have been up until this point. You feel like you've reached the end of a cycle, but you're worried about moving forward. This could pertain to someone being worried about taking the next step in their romantic relationship, i.e. getting married or moving in together. Don't worry about that. You have the strength to overcome the challenges that you'll be facing mentally and emotionally. Abundance and time to buckle down and honor your commitments. Right above that is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Your heart, you feel, not necessarily that your mind is worried, but you feel, based on past emotional trauma, a bad breakup, dissolving of a friendship, whatever that might be to you. Even though your heart is concerned, your mind is trying to link up with your heart and say, look, you're strong enough to get through this. If you just trust your intuition, trust your higher self, everything is going to be fine. More so than that, everything is going to be fantastic. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to wrap it up right there. We'll reveal your capstone. That's the overall energy. You've reached the end of a cycle. You have not only the ability, but the strength to cast aside your worries and face the challenges ahead of you and move forward with the strength that, if you think about it long enough or meditate it and rise above thought, you will realize just how strong you are. Yes. And your capstone, acceptance. Dear Archangel Raphael, and this is an oracle card from the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle deck. That's how we always end our readings, no matter how crappy the reading might turn out to be. We always end things on a positive note here at Fresh Lava Productions. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, please help me accept that everything is going in the right direction. Sounds familiar. In fact, I thought I just heard me say that. You know what? I know I just heard me say that. I was there. I'm going to read from the book about acceptance and see if we can expound upon that. Archangel Raphael is helping you to find peace within an unsettling situation. So he sends you this card. Acceptance does not mean that you desire or like what's going on necessarily, but it does mean that you're willing to come to peace with it. God and the angels hear your prayers for a healing resolution. They are now asking you to surrender the entire situation to them through the process of acceptance. This is similar to going with the flow and trusting that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to. This is not a time to resist or to force anything. Speak your mind openly and honestly, yet at the same time find that balance of grace and acceptance. The angels are working behind the scenes in answer to your prayers. Hang in there. Things are improving. Have patience. The angels are working behind the scenes to accept your worries, and God is also. An unforeseen positive event is on the horizon. Expect a miracle as one is here for you. Whew! That was intense. There's a lot of good stuff coming off of these cards today for you Libras. Try your best to live up to your zodiac symbol, which is the scales. Stay balanced. Focus on the here and now. Stay in the moment. View the world with a childlike sense of wonderment. I sound like a broken record, but there really doesn't exist, many pieces of better advice than that. Look at the world like you did when you were in elementary school. All that mattered was the next moment. You were right here. What can make me happy right now? Taking care of yourself right now is what can make you happy right now and lead to a better, more solid, more stable foundation down the road. So whatever it is that's bothering you, Libras, let it go. You're going to be fine. You're going to be better than fine. And yeah, that's what I got for you. Oh man, you will find links in the description box below to my Cash App and PayPal if you are so inclined to make a donation. If you would like a personal reading, I do my full 11 card personal readings for $15. Leave a comment in the comment sections below if you'd like to request one, or you could look me up on Facebook, BrianShanks in Sonoya, Georgia. I'm the one with all the tarot readings in my timeline. What else? Is there anything else? Any last messages for Libra? Nope. That's all I got for you. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your year of 2020, and I will be back with you soon. I love you guys.